everyone, welcome back. I am back. I was gone for a week. We were on vacation, and so we're back and we had so much fun. I might pop some pictures or do a makeup for live or something about our vacation. It was a long one, but it was such a good one. It had so much fun. And I had promised you guys a follow-up to my first impressions to the Flower Beauty products. And so I'm a tad bit late. Sorry about that, but here it is. And so let's make up. All right, so I am back and I am wearing some things that are Flower Beauty and then some things that are not because I'm also doing another video. But let's go over this. Let me silence my phone first because, you know. All right, there we go. Let's go over these Flower Beauty products. I did my first impressions about almost 2 weeks ago, and I will link somewhere here. I will link that first video up. And so on our trip, I took all of these products and I used them. So I have used the living daylights out of these products that I bought from Flower Beauty. And some of them are hits and some of them are not hits. During this trip, we went to Arizona, we went to the Grand Canyon, we went to Monument Valley in Utah. So we went to Las Vegas, we went everywhere. So there were different climates. It was hot, it was cold, it was so-so, it was humid, it was dry. I mean, we hit it all. And so I really put these through the ringer. So let's start with the primer. So the primer, it looks like this, and this is not focusing. I'll insert a picture. Anyways, the primer says that it is a hydrating primer, and I do have to agree with that. It also says somewhere here that it is pore minimizing. I did not. Okay, so with the pore minimizing, this is how I would explain it. It sort of blurs a little bit, but ever so slightly your pores. I don't have large pores. I don't have enlarged pores, but this primer sort of blurs them out, but it's ever so slightly. So what I call it it says here that it is comfortable, long-lasting makeup application, and that is true. Developed with a natural moisturizing complex, non-greasy, lightweight. Yes, I agree. It quickly absorbs. Yes, I agree with that. And it creates an invisible barrier between skin and makeup for a soft, focused effect. And it says that it refreshes. I agree with all of that. The one that I do not agree with a lot is the pore minimizing thing, but it is a really good hydrating primer, and I do think I will keep using it. I like it a lot. Would I repurchase it? I'm not sure because it's not blowing me out of the water like my NYX Hydra Touch, which is my very favorite. Okay, so moving on to foundation. I really like this packaging. I gotta give it to Flower Beauty. I really like this packaging. It is sturdy. For travel, I did not have the fear of, dropping it because I have been known to, be clumsy. But I didn't have the fear of dropping it and the bottle breaking. It is glass, but it is so sturdy. So I really love this packaging. Now, the way that I would describe this foundation is temperamental. It is temperamental. It is inconsistent, I think. Okay, let's start with at the beginning. It does say that it is a slight illusion, and I did buy it a shade too dark. I bought it in, what is this? I bought it in Soft Sand M2, and I should have bought it in, what does it say here? I should have bought it in M1 Natural Beige because this one is a little bit dark on me. So what I did during our trip, and even before I went on our trip, when I did my first impressions, that was the first impressions. I had just bought these products. So during that week and then during our vacation, I did mix it a little bit with my LA Pro BB cream because this one is a little light, and so I mixed it a little bit with that. And also this one is foundation-y. It's not heavy, but it's not lightweight. It says that it is lightweight, but I didn't find it to be lightweight. Today I mixed it with the LA Girl Pro Coverage in white. This is white, and the purpose of this is to lighten foundations that may be too too dark for you. And this is not supposed to change the consistency of your foundation. And I have found, I've used this before, and I have found that it is true. It does not change the consistency of your foundations. So today I did add a little bit, and not just today, I've used this with this foundation 3 or 4 times because it is dark, a little bit darker for me, and it is good. It mixes well with that. So the claims on this is that it is perfectly buildable coverage. I think it is medium coverage. If you try to build it up too much, it's gonna look makeup-y. It's gonna look foundation-y. Everything that ends in E. It is going to look a little bit heavy. So I built it up a little bit with, I always use a sponge. I use my Real Technique sponge, which I have found a new love for it. I stopped using this sponge. I'm total tangent, sorry. I stopped using this sponge for a long time, and I use my L'Oreal one, my NYX one. But on our trip, I took this one, and it's back. It's back on my favorites. Okay, so it says that that the foundation achieves the impossible, provides you with the coverage you desire, smooth and perfect. Yes, while imparting your skin with the most flattering, soft luminosity imaginable. I do agree that it is luminous. It's not greasy, but it is luminous. I wouldn't call it dewy either. Is that perfect in between soft? It's not a soft matte because it's not matte. It is luminous. It is straight up luminous. It's not soft matte. It's not dewy. It is luminous. It did achieve that. And then it says that it is weightless, nude skin feel imperfections and any uneven skin tone are diminished. Only a flawless, smooth, incredibly natural complexion is revealed. And it is available in 12 shades. Okay, of all those claims, I do agree that it is luminous. I do agree that it is skin-like, but like I said, if you start building it up, it can get a little bit heavy. This foundation I really like. When I bought it, it didn't have any reviews yet because it was super new. Right now on Ulta.com, it has 11 reviews and it has 4.5 stars. And I would agree with that. I would give it 4.5 stars. I think it's a very good foundation. I think that if I got it in a lighter shade, I would repurchase it if I ever run out of it. So I do think it is good. It is luminous. I do feel that it's temperamental though. Sometimes looks really, really good, and some days it breaks up on me. I guess it just depends on how you moisturize, how your skin is doing that day. My skin is normal to dry, more on the dry side, and so it depends on how my skin is doing that day and how well I moisturize. Also, paired with this works wonders. It really does. I really like it with that. Okay, moving on, because I don't want this video to be super, super long. Okay, I'm gonna do my hit and then I'm gonna do my 2 misses. Okay, this eyebrow pencil. This eyebrow, I'm having too much fun here. I need to stop because I'm like by myself and it's crazy. Okay, this eyebrow pencil. This eyebrow pencil I like. It's creamy, but not too creamy. You're not afraid that it is going to smear on you or that it's going to be too hard to blend. But this pencil is really, really good. I like this spoolie. It's not too hard. I am going to be doing an eyebrow pencil showdown. I'm going to be categorizing or putting my eyebrow pencils in, like rating them. I'm going to be rating them. So this is going to go in there for sure. This pencil I really like. I like the color of it. I think it matches me well. This one is in brunette. It's in brunette. And so I think it matches me pretty well. I think it's a little bit, maybe a little bit light for me. Oh, I had a little thing there. Maybe a little bit light, but I really, really like this pencil. This is $7.99, so I think it's a good price. Okay, let's move on to my 2 misses. My 2 misses. The first one, which one should I talk about first? I think I'm going to talk about this one first. The eyeliner. This was a miss for me. Not because of the product inside, but because of the applicator. This applicator is horrible. This applicator is horrible. I don't know what, let me see if I can focus it here. I don't know what they were thinking with this applicator, but I do not like it. It is, and you'll see, it is so hard to do a wing, so I ended up not doing one, which you don't have to, but I think the applicator just applies too much. It's too saturated, and it's not flexible. It's stiff. It's long. I don't like it. If you take an eyeliner brush like this one, this is an eyebrow one, but I usually use it for eyeliner as well. You can pick up the product and do your eyeliner, and then that works. But with this applicator, no. The product inside is very good. The eyeliner is matte. It dries down matte. See? It dries down matte. It's very good. I think I like it. But with this applicator, no. So that's why this was a miss for me, this eyeliner. Okay, I forgot one hit. Oh, I need to talk about this. The powder, the pressed powder. This is the Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. This powder is so good. This powder, oh my gosh, I think I should have bought it one shade lighter. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have bought it one shade lighter, but this is one that I for sure would repurchase. I bought it in beige. It says that it is for the ranges L4 to M1. So light 4 to medium 1. So and if you're within that shade range, then this is the powder for you. I think this is really good powder. It is finely milled, and I like the packaging. It's good. It's a little bit bulky, but I never used this bunch. I kind of used it to like test it, but I never used it. It does come with a mirror, which I really like. But the powder itself does not take the luminosity out of the foundation. So when you sprinkle this on your face, it really doesn't take the luminosity out of your foundation. Now this, I have found that it is pore minimizing. When you take your brush and you kind of dip it in here, when you dip it in here, and then you go over your pores, especially in this area where where I have most pores, it blurs them out. So I really like this powder. I have been using it non-stop. So this one I would truly recommend. Okay, my number one miss for this whole thing was the Light Illusion Concealer. Okay, this concealer goes for $9.99, and when I bought it, it didn't have any reviews because it was super new, and now at Ulta.com has 3 stars. I would agree with that. This is an okay, sort of to the not okay side. This had a lot of claims. It claimed to be cooling. It claimed to be, let me look at it here so that I remember everything. It says that it's a soft focus blurring concealer with a high performance coverage. This weightless concealer provides dark circle diffusing illumination with Flower Beauty's exclusive blurring pigments. A high coverage concealer, it imparts a subtle radiance as it conceals imperfections. The formula does double duty to calm and reduce puffiness with an infusion aloe and chamomile extract. An added boost of caffeine firms up and give targeted areas a boost of antioxidants. Okay, that's a lot of claims. So with this one, I found that I did buy it a shade darker than I should have. So that alone, I had to lighten it up, but that was my fault. Is it high coverage? I don't think so. I think it's medium, straight up medium coverage. My deal with this is that I did not find it to be cooling. I did not find it to be depuffing. I don't deal with a lot of puffiness. However, I did find it to be a little bit drying. So when it says that it is double duty to calm and reduce puffiness with an infusion of aloe, I believe that it has aloe and chamomile extract. It says that it has caffeine to firm. I found it drying, and this creases on me like crazy. One thing that I did, that every concealer creases, but this one just went over the line. The thing that I also found with this one is, and you might see it, you might see it on the screen, is that when I cannot put this over foundation. You know that when you put your foundation on, I put my foundation on first, and I go over my under eye with my foundation and over my eyes. I can't do that with this one because if I put this over foundation, it looks horrible. I have really dry under eye. Maybe that's just me. I moisturize very well. I try to have that area really moisturized, but this concealer was a miss for me. This goes for like I said, for $9.99, I believe. I don't know. I would go with like the Maybelline Better Skin. I would go with the Age Rewind for sure. This is my very favorite, and it is pretty much that same price. I just don't think this is a good one. All right, guys. So that was my update on the Flower Beauty. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave me your comments. Tell me if you've gotten any of these products, if they have worked for you, if they have not worked. I would love to hear your comments. Thank you again so much for the support. I am so excited to be back and to be filming, and please remember to stay joyfully beautiful, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.